Hello. I wanted to address something that I have gone through in my past, and I want to give girls a heads up so that you don't have to go through something that is unnecessary because I already went through it for you. So I'm here to give you the lowdown on how to avoid pitfalls if you have had a father who was not present or was dysfunctional or was neglectful or abusive or I don't know, what have you, just did not meet that fatherly need that he should have met. If you had a father like that, be aware that you are at risk for seeking out to have that need met in other ways from other people. And unfortunately, that method doesn't often end well because we choose somebody who is similar to our father who did not meet our needs. So obviously, you don't want to do that. You don't do that knowingly. You don't try to find somebody that is the same. You find someone who looks different, who kind of acts different, but in the end, you might find that there are qualities within them that are similar and that are the same, and doggone it, are dysfunctional. And so I want to teach you how to avoid that altogether so that you don't have to go through being let down again, so that you don't have to seek out getting this need met through someone else. It can't be done. You'll go through person after person and something will still be unmet. The reason for that is because you don't have a time machine and you can't go back in time and truly fix what was wrong. Even though we keep trying to fix it with relationships and trying to get that need met by someone else, in the end, what we're really trying to do is go back in time and fix what we didn't have and try to get it now. But it's not going to be quite right because it's not the same situation. So let's come to a place where we grieve the loss of what we did not have. If you did not have a father who was supportive of you for whatever reason, I am sorry. It happens to us. Not every dad is like that. And I used to feel like, well, why didn't my dad be there for me? Why didn't I have a good dad? And that stuck with me for so many years, well into adulthood, probably my late 30s, until God helped me sort it out. And that's a long time. So I don't want you to get to your late 30s before you sort this out. I want you to figure it out beforehand while you're still young so that you don't fall into the same traps of trying to get a relationship in order to replace what you didn't get when you were younger. So, rule number 1, don't try to meet that need through another person. It's not going to work. What can you do? What you can do is recognize that there is a difference between your earthly father and your heavenly father. You have a perfect heavenly father. I have a couple of verses here, and if you don't know that, let me just tell you that there is someone who loves you and wants to hang out with you and wants to be known by you. There is some effort required on your part that you hang out with him. How do you do that? You talk to him, you talk to God, you talk to your father, you tell him your hopes, your fears, your dreams, your mishaps, your mistakes. You talk to him about everything. Everything that you couldn't say to your earthly father, you can say to your heavenly father. And that's what's awesome about him, is he is available. He's available 24/7. anytime, day or night. He knows what you need, and He knows how to get it to you. You will find that when you pray about things and you ask for things, that He finds a way to get it to you. And it's not that you can ask, you're not spoiled, okay? He's not going to spoil you and just do whatever you ask. He's going to get you what you need. And that's not always what we ask for, but He'll always perfectly supply what you need. Okay, the verses. So this is from Matthew 7, verse 32. And your Heavenly Father knows that you need them. I didn't read the whole thing. This starts at Matthew chapter 7, verse 25, and I started at 32. But basically is saying, therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat, what you will drink, or about your body, or what you will wear. It tells you that your Heavenly Father knows that you need these things and to seek Him first. That's Matthew 6. Sorry, I said 7 before. We're going to go to 7, but that's Matthew 6:32 that I initially read. And at the end, Matthew 6:33, but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Okay, dropping down to chapter 7, verse 11, I believe, 11b. How much more will your Heavenly Father, will your Father in heaven, give good gifts to those who ask Him? So this is saying that you have a Father who can give you what you need. And isn't that what we're looking for? But you might be feeling like, yeah, but my Heavenly Father can't put His arms around me and hug me and say the things that I need to hear. He can provide someone, maybe a friend, who will give you a hug. He will provide someone to say the things that you need to hear. He will provide for you, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So the way that you get your need met from a Father who didn't meet your needs is to find it in your Heavenly Father. I promise that this works. And I promise that if you try to get the need met another way, through a relationship or through alcohol or drugs or, I don't know, whatever dysfunction you choose to pick, and not that you're choosing it, it's just that we kind of fall into things because we have this deficit and we're not consciously trying to screw up our lives by choosing these bad things in order to meet a need from our past. It just all kinds of it just kind of happens because the devil is really good at dangling something in front of you and saying, making you false promises, saying like, oh, this will work. Hey, why don't you try this? Why don't you hang out with these people? These people offer a sense of belongingness. These people want to hang out with you. These people like you. And you can fall into the wrong crowd and you can do a lot of things because you have this deficit and this unmet need. You have to meet it through talking to your Father in heaven, reading His words. He will tell you what you need to know. He will be there for you day or night. I promise you can have a relationship with your Father in heaven. You absolutely can, and you're going to find that it is better, that it's better than any human relationship on earth. How can that be? You're going to have to try it and find out. This is going to take time for you to get to know Him and to spend time with Him and to focus on Him. It's not an overnight thing. It's just like any other relationship. Relationships take time to build trust. And you will find that your investment of your time in this relationship with your Heavenly Father is the best investment you will ever make. And He's the only one who is going to meet that need. And the other thing that I want to say about Him is that He'll show you how your deficit is playing out in real life. I could not believe how he made the connections for me in my prayer time. I just was like, wow, I didn't realize that I was doing that because of that need. It's so obvious now that I look back, but it's crazy how you can be doing something and not realize that it's coming from a place of an unmet need until someone points it out to you. But who's going to point it out to you when people don't really know that that's what you're doing? God knows. He knows what you're doing. So you have to spend time with him in prayer and let him reveal things to you, and spend time with him in his word and through worship music and singing songs, and just enjoy your time with God. Okay, I think that is everything, but please promise me that you will not seek to get an unmet need met through another relationship with another guy. It's not worth it. You have to get this need met with your Father in heaven. All right, bless you.